Hello everybody and welcome once again to another edition of The Brink as we come to you for episode 28 of the rebooted Brinkaliciously awesome podcast. This time around coming to you from a secluded corner at the Pittsburgh International Airport. I've decided to find a little crack corner, as I like to call it, and put this episode together, given that we're delayed now. It's a Tuesday, at least in the US time, and we generally get these out on a Monday. So we're here, we're going to fix this up, and that's basically what we are going to do. Big episode for you today, though. A lot of this is focused around some highlights from Reality for Diabetes, an event that I attended across the last few days in Cincinnati, in Ohio. A lot of chats with a variety of different people, mainly Survivor stars, but a few other ones thrown in there for good measure. And a lot of these you will eventually hear when it comes to the Oz Network as well. So stay tuned for that. And there's also, of course, our regular flashback moments. We've got some Forget the Lyrics. We've got a classic moment. Let's have a classic live performance. You know you're going to get excited because that is why you listen to The Brink. It is your favoritist and greatest podcast in the history of the world.
We are coming to you here from Reality for Diabetes 2017. I had to remember the year there. It's gone by quickly. We're with one and the only Mr. Look at this, Billy Garcia. He is a survivor. What's going on, Billy?
I'm doing good. I'm loving Cincinnati. It's nice and humid.
Yeah.
But the event is off to a great start here at the main event. Had fun bowling. I lost by 2 points.
Yeah.
By 2 pins.
It doesn't count when Billy loses. When Billy loses, it's not a legitimate game because Billy always wins. How many years have you been coming to Reality for Diabetes?
I've been here every year since my season. In fact, I think I might have told this story where my season was still going on when I appeared at this event.
Right.
Yeah, so I kind of broke the rules and came anyways. And
sorry, CBS.
Yeah, well, what are they going to do?
so what is it about this event that keeps drawing you back? Why do you keep coming to Reality for Diabetes each year?
Well, first of all, it's a very well-run event. It's a great charity, and my grandmother passed away about a month before I came out. I went out on Survivor, and I was the one who used to check her blood sugar and administer her insulin. So there's a personal connection there.
And obviously, through that personal connection, though, so raising that money through all the events you do. I mean, you do plenty of events, but that obviously just has that little bit more of a connection there for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And then on top of that, like, this is a Survivor event run by a Survivor fan that goes to all the other events.
Yeah.
So it's like a legit fan and not just somebody milking Survivor for their charity. So, yeah, and then there's so many friends that come to this one, including you.
Yeah,
here. So that makes it that much more special. It's like everything converges. All the chips fall in the right place, and it makes it that much more of a good reason for me to come.
And I mean, the events here, I mean, we've been at this place now for a couple of hours. We're bowled, you lost, it was rigged. There's this ropes coursing, which that people are doing right now. And then we've got, volleyball tonight. There's all this other fun stuff. I mean, even just for people to chill out with you guys, it's obviously a very fun weekend to be able to do.
Yeah, for sure. And don't forget that we'll be at the amusement park tomorrow. First doing the walk, and then we hang out at the amusement park. And there's this one ride that I do every year where we sit on this circular raft that we get strapped in, and then it goes down like a whitewater rafting type deal. And we get soaked and wet, but it's so much fun because the raft is spinning in circles while it's going down this water track or whatever.
With this weather, it's perfect. I mean, it's hotter here than it was in California yesterday. What's going on?
Yeah, well, the thing about the East is the humidity.
Right.
But in New York, we're having great weather, and then I just happened to leave and come here. So.
Yeah, I connected in Newark last night. I saw the city for an hour, and then I was here. So that's my New York experience for the trip.
That's great. I took a Chinatown bus, 10-hour bus from 10 p.m. last night to 10 a.m. this morning, and I usually take this to this event, and this time they didn't have live chicken in the cargo hold, which I was disappointed.
Damn.
But I still had a good time just listening to heavy metal the whole trip.
And so you haven't slept? You're like...
Oh, we'll sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah. That's the motto. Billy, thank you. This is a lot of fun doing this in person again, and we're going to be chatting to a bunch of survivors, Big Brothers, Amazing Racers, everybody who's here for Reality for Diabetes, because this is obviously such a fun event. and we're here doing what we can to help promote it. Moving around, we found another former Survivor contestant, the one, the only, Mr. Roger Bingen, Season 2 Survivor Australian Outback. Roger, it's a pleasure to meet you in person.
Thank you.
Just say that first of all.
Pleasure for me too. I love the people from Australia. Absolutely love it.
This is obviously a real connection to our country, given that you were on that very season. How many times have you been to Reality for Diabetes? How many years have you been?
Oh my Lord! Tasha, to give you an example, was a teenager when I was on the show, and her mother she didn't have her driver's license. Her mother would bring her out to a log cabin restaurant where I would eat breakfast, and at that time there would be a lot of people in there to get autographs and stuff. So that's how I met her. I don't know how many years it's been, to tell you the truth. It's been
every year, basically.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously with Kentucky, you just drive here.
I'm about an hour from here, so hop in the car. Plus the lady I'm engaged to lives in this area. Simple. So hey, double dipping there. You know, I get to do both.
I think we talked about this in our pre-interview. The fact that it's a little bit closer for you to come an hour than for me to come like 14 hours just to get to the West Coast, followed by like another 5-hour trip yesterday to get to Cincinnati. So,
but you're going to Alaska too. I'm very envious of that.
I'm still got a lot of traveling to do, so I'm looking forward to. Is there I mean, obviously you know Tasha quite well. She puts on a fantastic event, and obviously the cause for diabetes. I mean, all these events that you've gone to over the years all have fantastic causes, but do you have any sort of personal connections, I guess, to sort of raising funds for diabetes? Is there kind of a personal thing as well that brings you to these events at all?
Well, really nobody in my family has diabetes. I just got involved with Tasha many years ago, and I see the amount of work and the amount of effort that she puts into this event. It's absolutely amazing, and we're doing a walk in the morning at Kings Island. There'll be several thousand people there at 7 o'clock in the morning, and Tasha's group the last 2 or 3 years has always been in the top 2 as far as fundraising goes. Last year they were number 1.
Wow.
So she puts a lot of work into it. What I do is the easy part, just come and meet people, and which is something I enjoy doing. So it's just a very, very enjoyable event for a very, very good cause.
And obviously, I mean, 16 years since you were even on the show, and you can still come to these events and people are still excited to see you. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they say, who is that old guy? I say, oh yeah, that's, they say Roger Brinkin. They say Kentucky Joe. Is that, oh yeah, Kentucky Joe. They know then.
And it's interesting with that, isn't it? Because, I mean, obviously your season was so popular. I mean, the #1 rating show in the US, in the world that year. That people can still just recognize you simply from that name.
Yeah, it is crazy, the number of people that was watching that. It was just phenomenal. And I got so much mail from Canada too when that show was airing. So it's been an unbelievable ride. I've enjoyed it, and now I'm able to give back, some things, doing some charity work.
And then how did you go? We've got this rope course that we've just
the rope course, to be perfectly honest to you, is not my cup of tea. I did go up and went back and forth across one of the easier ones 3 or 4 times, and I've always had a fear of heights. I've never ridden a roller coaster in my life, and don't plan on ever riding one, so I didn't like being up there on that rope.
So I mean, is this kind of, you go up there, it's like that cliff face on Survivor again, all over again?
Believe it or not, I was having second thoughts of that when I was up there on that rope course, because I was a lot higher than that. And I looked back at that when I jumped over that cliff, and I said, my Lord, had I lost all my common sense, all my brains?
Wow.
But hey, I knew if I didn't do it, I'd be voted out.
Well, one of the most inspirational moments from your season, and in the history of Survivor, I mean, you must see someone like Sari in this most recent season when they're all helping her out and just sort of get memories back of when, they all like urged you on to jump off that cliff.
Yeah, well, I had literally just jumped off the diving board. I'd had a swimming pool in my backyard for 12 years and had never been off the diving board until about a week before I went to Australia.
Wow.
And I got to where I could go off the diving board and swim over to the side. I never could swim the length of the pool.
Yeah.
And then I was dog paddling, and I was doing strokes that they don't even have names for. Try to get but whatever works,
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a pleasure to do this in person, and so much looking forward to the rest of these events. I mean, it's not all fun and games here. As you said, the walk, there's volleyball, there's everything.
And thank you for your support. We really appreciate what you do.
I love being here, and I'm looking forward to chatting to you more across the weekend. Thanks, Roger.
Thank you.
We have found the one, the only Miss Figgy.
Hello.
Welcome to, this is the first time I've ever spoken to you, like on an interview before. I've just realised that, so.
Oh, it has been.
Ignore my accent. It's terrible. What's drawn you to Reality for Diabetes in 2017?
Yeah, so any charity really I am totally for. I love just giving back and just especially to a good cause like this one. And I know people affected by diabetes, and I've been reached out to by fans who have it. And like I said, any charity that is a great cause in my eyes, which they all are. So if there's any charity event I can be a part of, you guys let me know and I'll be there. But
you'll be there.
Yeah, I will be there. But I definitely wanted nothing more than to be here today for diabetes, for Reality for Diabetes.
And you were at the finale last week. We met for the first time there, so you're kind of on a similar page to me. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. I mean, Survivor just taken over your life in the last 12 months since you've been on the show.
It really has, yeah. I mean, and I love it though because, like, I keep meeting people, and it's weird that I can say I text Sandra. I've watched these people since I was younger, and now I get to hang out with them, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's taken over my life.
Yeah.
For sure, but it's not a bad thing because I've watched this since I was little, and I've always wanted to be completely, immersed into it. Now I am.
And it's crazy. I just saw you meet Roger before, which is kind of...
Yeah, Roger from Survivor #2, Australian Outback.
And I love being in these moments where I can kind of see, because I've watched it from day one, so it's like seeing someone like old school Roger versus new school Figgy. It's like, this is, for me, as a fan, I'm just going, wow, this is a really cool moment.
And it's such a great, I even met Billy, and what did Billy and I have in common? We both got shot in the foot by star-crossed lovers,
Yeah.
So maybe Billy is my soulmate. Don't tell my boyfriend that.
No. we can just mute that part out. And that's actually a really good point, actually. So if they need to do one of these returning player seasons, they're always coming up with weird themes. I mean, what's next season? Heroes, healers, hustlers.
Heroes, healers, and hustlers.
So they could do
very long title name. It looks like a great season, though.
It does.
It looks amazing, but the name is so long.
Yeah, they're really stretching the twist.
They just need to make it be Survivor and then explain why the tribes are broken down the way they are.
Exactly.
That would be amazing. Let's not make it Survivor. I'm going to run to the store. Can I get you anything besides a gallon of milk? That's what it's getting to.
Survivor 2% drinkers versus whole drinkers versus no milk. It's just, they as well have that for next season as well.
Yeah.
So you were up on the rope course. How'd you go up there?
I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Fun fact about me. So luckily I didn't have to do anything heights related in my season, but I'm definitely afraid of them. I stayed up there for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what, I've had my fun.
You're done.
Get me back on the bowling alley. That's where my true talents
You were kicking ass. You were bowling next to me, and I'm just like, you go. You're doing so well at this. I'm just doing terrible at it.
Yeah, the second one I threw, I got a strike. So.
Yeah, and those games, I think, are still floating there. Everybody was just taking everyone's turn.
I know.
Everybody was up there.
I'm going to go for the rest of you guys the rest of the time. This is my lane.
Yeah. Well, Figgy, thank you for chatting to me. It's a pleasure to meet you. Looking forward to hanging out this weekend.
This weekend's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be great.
We always have to bring you a classic live performance from the vault, and we're going to bring you another classic performance from a band called the Perch Creek Family Jug Band. We brought you a song from them way back in episode 8, 20 episodes to be precise. A fantastic song that they did on the show. They performed two songs that day on that show, I should say. This song you're going to hear is called Big Things Calling, a whole collection of people involved in a variety of amazing different instruments. You're going to love this one. Big Things Calling by the Perch Creek Family Jug Band, live in studio from 2014 on the Brink.
1, 2, 3, 4. On my time, I had the big things calling. Keep your head up high, boy, and your fate from falling. The tiger snarled and gnashed his teeth, said, stare me in the eye. Your vacant stare, or would you dare to try? Pick yourself up off that dusty ground. You gotta get right up, just to fall back down. I've looked beyond, I've looked beneath, but I never look behind. I yell, hey man, take me on this whirlwind ride. 'Cause I've been sitting down too long, tired of listening to the same old song. The words I've written have been wrong, so Stuff I've been drinking is a little too strong. Yeah, I've been sitting down too long. Tired of listening to the same old song. The words I wrote have been wrong. The stuff I've been drinking is a little too strong. Stuff I've been drinking is a little too strong. Yeah. Digging in the dust, trying to haul up water, handfuls of rust from the buried mortar. Fallen houses scattered out like bones above the sand. I'm getting old, take me on this ancient land. 'Cause I've been sitting down too long, tired of this same old song. The words I've wrote have been wrong. The stuff I've been drinking is a little too strong. Yeah, I've been sitting down too long, tired of this same old song. The words I've wrote have been wrong. The stuff I've been drinking is a little too strong. Down too long, same old song. Words are wrong, and it's way too strong. Down too long, same old song. Words are wrong, and it's way too strong.
Do I need to say who this is? Do you need to know that this is Survivor royalty? The Queen, where's your tiara?
I should have brought it.
Oh,
I
Sandra.
wasn't thinking straight.
Sandra Diaz-Twine, two-time winner, three-time player. Does it sound weird when people now introduce you as a three-time player that they can't say three-time winner?
No, most of the time they don't refer to me as a three-time player or two-time winner. They just call me the Queen.
Yeah, exactly, the Queen. I feel like I need to do that with you at the same time. There we go. All right. Is this your first time to Reality for Diabetes, or have you been to this event before?
This is my second time. I came right after Survivor Pearl Islands back in 2004. I don't want to lie, around that time.
Wow. And I mean, obviously, you attend a lot of these events. You love going to, supporting these causes. Everybody loves seeing you. I mean, you can't seem to go 5 minutes without somebody coming up to you. What is it about this event that you really love coming to?
Well, I love to support all the events. I try to support as much as I can. Tasha reached out to me. She asked me if I would come out here. And I looked at my calendar and it was empty. So I said, okay, I'll come out here, support the cause, raise some money for diabetes. And then I get to see all my Survivor friends too. So it's like a win-win. You can't lose. So I came out here.
It's been a crazy week. I mean, I was there with you last week, obviously in Los Angeles. Now you're here, similar to Figgy and Debbie's coming here. I mean, are you just looking forward to a long period of rest now where you can just chill with your husband, just chill and relax? Or I mean, are you just survivor, you just want to keep on the road and keep doing this?
I'll rest when my 15 minutes of fame from Game Changers is over. I'm actually rooming with Jerry, so we'll get to hash out the whole heroes and villains thing all over again, and I'll see Debbie later on when she shows up. But I just love coming out here. I'm not on break just yet, but it's coming. And once it comes, once I fizzle out and there's new players, then they're gonna be the new thing. So then it just dies off by itself. So I'm trying to have my fun now.
Well, you get to have the fun. I mean, you were just up there on the ropes course. Were you bowling before? Did you do some bowling?
I bowled, I did the ropes course, but I was so afraid that I was holding on so tight to the rope that I got muscle failure. Like my knees were shaking. I'm like, I'm getting off this thing before anybody sees me fall.
As long as it's not me. As long as you just got up there, as long as it's not me.
Well, it's not for $1 million, so I don't have the need to actually either compete, and I have the choice to sit out. So when I saw that I couldn't do it, I sat out.
You sat out. It's that simple. I'm so looking forward to being able to. I just need to like join in here. So looking forward to hanging out with you more this weekend, Sandra. You're gonna get me that drink. I haven't forgotten, and we're gonna. See, I don't forget. Australians never. We're like elephants.
I should say that drink was supposed to be at the finale, not here, but I got you.
She got me.
I'll get
Sandra,
you
thank you. We'll chat more across this weekend. We have found the one, the only, Miss Rita Verios from Survivor Fiji, one of my very good friends who I finally get to meet in person. Finally get to meet in person.
Hi, lip gloss Rita.
Yeah, lip gloss, exactly. Yeah.
How could you forget?
How could we forget?
And
Exactly.
I'm still faithful to my lip gloss.
That's good. We like that. Reality for Diabetes. Is it your first time? How many times have you been to reality?
This is my first time
Wow.
at Reality for Diabetes, which is why I had to come.
Fantastic. And what was it that drew you to the event? Was there anything in particular?
Everything about the event. I've always been a giver and a helper of others, and anytime God presents me with an opportunity to help others, no pun intended, after what we just did,
Yeah.
but I jump to it. So I just feel a calling. I really felt like this is coming my way, and because I'd never done it before, must be for a reason. I got to do it this year.
Fantastic.
So I've never done a walk. Of all the volunteering work I've done, of all the charity work I've done, I'd never done a walk. So this was the moment.
There you
why
go.
I had to do it, and obvious reasons also. It's a great
It's
way to
fantastic course.
reunite
Yep.
with all my Survivor family and to finally meet you.
Well, exactly. That's the only reason you came. Hello.
Yes,
You saw I was coming.
Especially because, I don't know if people know, but my season, because of the proximity to Australia, our recovery period, we got sent to Sydney. So I really had to meet Ben.
Exactly. And we've done so many episodes over the years. I mean, you were our roving correspondent at Reality Rally a few years ago. No, that was fantastic. So it kind of worked well. And like, we've worked out with like Billy, who we spoke to before. I mean, you were both on different seasons, but you're kind of, in that
We
period.
were back to back
Yeah.
seasons. Cook Island and then Fiji.
Who else, with all the other contestants, I mean, you'd know everybody, of course, throughout all the years and events. Was there anyone here that you had never met that you were really looking forward to meeting that you...
I haven't met most of the newer contestants, so now I still not familiar with the names. I just met someone from Millennials and Gen X.
Figgy?
Yes.
Yep.
What is her name?
Figgy. See, I did not recognize her last week.
I'm a language person, and I was afraid to say her name wrong.
Right.
It sounded like Fiji, and
Fiji.
I thought, wait, no, I'm Fiji.
Figgy. I can put the American accent on if that. Figgy. Does that work? No.
But other than that, my soul sister friend, that's really one of my main reasons if I fess up. When I heard that Sandra was here, we're like Latina.
That's so amazing. I met her last week at the finale, and then I'm obviously here again. It's just so incredible.
Yes.
And so you went up on the ropes course. Did you do any bowling, or were you...
I got here at the tail end of the bowling.
Right, okay.
I flew in today and came straight from the airport, so I didn't get to do the bowling, but I did want to see what this rope walk was, and I'm not even going to lie, it was scary. I'm not even going to lie.
Wow.
But I did it. I did the whole course with the help. I'm going to give a shout out, hey, for Victor.
Yep. Hi, Victor. Good job.
Muchas gracias, Victor,
Muchas
por
gracias.
ayudarme.
Yep.
Muchas gracias.
Sounds so amazing when she speaks like that in person too.
Ay, gracias.
Wow, so amazing. And obviously, volleyball tonight, I believe. And
yes.
Just it's all happening across these couple of days.
It's a lineup of event after event, and that's what we came here for, because we came for you, for all the wonderful supporters. So now I want to take a moment to thank you, whoever is listening and watching. Thank you so much.
Muchas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias por siempre, for always being there. Selfishly, I'm giving my thanks because I can't tell you how hard it was to go through Survivor, and I really did it in honor of all of you that are such loyal and wonderful. We have the best fans, and I, Lip Gloss Rita, I really love you guys so much. Thank you so much for always being there for me throughout every everything I do, I feel like you're always there. See, I can't stop thanking
You
them.
can't,
and
you can't.
No puedo. Not enough gracias.
Well, I'm going to thank you for joining us on this video. I'm sure we'll catch up across the weekend. But Brita, it's so much fun to be able to do this in person, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Muchas gracias. Besitos y bendiciones. Los quiero mucho.
See. All right, how are we all doing? We've wow, we've got
Look what I caught!
everyone's joining. Look at that. I wasn't expecting that. Here I was. It's fine. You're welcome to join us, please. I'm trying to.
Anytime. Hello.
You know, I need some.
It's the best day. Sorry, honey. Strictly friends. That's all it was.
Yes, totally. Matt Bischoff, Dan Foley.
Where? What's going
I don't know. I heard he was here. I hate that guy. I really hope he doesn't show up. Yeah, he really is. Welcome to Reality for Diabetes. I don't need to. I mean, you're here all the time. You live down the road, don't you?
I live like maybe 5-10 minutes from where we're at right now.
So how many of these have you been to now?
5. It's my 5th.
5.
So, yes, 2013 was my first, and yes, locals. Like I get excited to have Dan and everyone else come to town and just hang out. It's for a great cause. Chill out with people like you.
Yeah.
It's great. You know, it's like once, twice a year. We don't go to a lot of events, you know what I mean? And so when we get to hang out and stuff, it's nice.
You make the most of it. Dan, how many of these have you? Is this your first Reality for Diabetes, or have
This
you
is my second.
Your second.
This is my 3rd invite. I couldn't make it my first year. I had work obligations, but last 2 years, got to meet Matt for the first time last year, my bearded bro, but
which is like missing now.
It's just not there anymore. I have plenty of hair left. Hold on.
Right.
You want?
We don't need to see that.
I just had cornrows done. It looks good. Just saying.
We'll take your word for it.
You guys have no adventurous spirit down in Australia.
Well, look,
None.
we do, but
Bunch
everyone's asleep back
Bunch
home.
of pommies. All of you.
Oh, that's racist. Racist. All he is racist to Australians. So is there anything particular about Tasha's event? I mean, besides the fact that you live nearby, is there anything particular that draws you here in terms of for Reality for Diabetes?
and you know, being able to use a platform of something like a TV show we were on for a charity like the JDRF, raising money for kids with diabetes, it's kind of like a no-brainer. You know, it's everyone from Amazing Race, Big Brother, some other TV shows.
How can you not rally behind the kids?
True.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, seriously, you know, anything that's going to support, you know, kids that had no choice in the matter, that this was inflicted upon them.
Yeah.
You know, and how can you not want to do something? Like you said, you know, we get our 15 minutes of fame, and, you know, we're trying to do something positive.
Well, you got to look at the people who are here 15 minutes. I mean, someone like Joel and Roger, their 15 minutes ended 17 years ago, and they're still here, right? So,
I mean, back then they were rock stars. And
Yeah.
they still are to this day. You know,
Yeah,
guys
definitely.
like us, you know, we're going to be forgotten in another.
No.
It's 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Yeah, Dan,
do I know you
Dan
guys?
who? Yeah.
But Roger, you know, he has been doing it for many years. He's known Tasha. I met Tasha at my Survivor viewing parties I'd have. So Big Mike and Tasha and a bunch of other super fans kind of live close by. So I met them, like I said, during my season, and that's how I've become to know about this event and coming to this every year.
I really need to start one up in Australia to get you guys an excuse to...
I've been to Brisbane.
Well, that's still Australia.
It's still Australia. I know I'm going to be busy whatever weekend that is, so I'm not sure.
It's actually right now your plane is
so sorry.
Damn.
Next time, maybe.
Next time. It's only
Maybe.
14 hours away.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, exactly. And I mean, look what, I mean, you guys, you're ready to play. What is this, cornhole? Is this
No, he's got I just saw his juggling skills. He's pretty good at it.
Because, I mean, this is very American.
It's
We don't do this
cornhole,
in
yes.
Australia. Cornhole, okay.
Cornhole.
Right, okay. We got the volleyball. Are you guys playing volleyball?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. we'll
Yeah, the
play
fat guy's
volleyball.
got game.
Right.
Don't you worry about
Here's
that.
the cool thing. My brother-in-law, my wife's brother, and his wife's family run this place.
All right.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he just took this place over like 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I told Tasha, hey, are you looking for an event to do? Because my brother-in-law's got this really nice
Venue.
outdoor place.
Yeah.
So that's kind of put them...
Connections.
I had nothing to do with it except put those people together. My brother-in-law's super cool, and it's a perfect weather. It's been raining a lot here.
Here, too?
Lately in Ohio.
Oh, East Coast,
dude.
it's like Seattle, Maine. It's
Yeah,
been brutal.
it sucks, but
Oh, it's
man,
been terrible.
Anytime the sun is shining, it's a good time.
Well, I experienced my very first what was called May Gray in California for like the last 4 days, and this is the sunniest it's been all week. I was burnt last weekend.
Yeah.
I've kind of like gone back into my hole, but now I'm going to get burnt again in Ohio. So People thought I was going to come home with a tan from California and Hawaii. No, I got it in Ohio, so...
Well, thank you for coming all the way from Australia.
You are most
from
welcome.
Australia?
Australia. That's English.
Aussie?
Really, oi, oi, oi.
There you go. Thank you.
But we appreciate your time. It's good to do this in person. I mean, I've done it with you in person plenty of times with Matt. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much,
You're
and
welcome.
pleasure to hang out with you guys.
Yep, right on, brother.
Now it is time to hit this button.
This is like a flashback. This is like a dream.
Flash it back. Now, of course, a lot of people would know that our very first spin-off show on the Brink was called The Qualifying Lap, all about Formula One. Actually, it was called the F1 show back in the day, but we were forced to change our name. But back in 2010, had the distinct honour of going to the 2010 Australian Grand Prix as fully accredited media, and as a huge Michael Schumacher fan. He was racing at the time, and I managed to get a little bit close to him and have a bit of an interview with him. We talked this up on the show back in 2010. This is what went down. I should mention, of course, I about 2 weeks ago went to the Australian Grand Prix to cover the race for the F1 show, and I played the interviews on Monday through the F1 show, but people might have missed them, Anthony.
And that's very true.
Yes, you might have been one of them. And I just might want to show these off again.
Show them off again.
Because I spoke to God. I literally spoke to God. He stood right in front of me.
Now, for those who don't know who God is, who is God?
He's God. Who's God? Michael Schumacher is God.
Thank you.
He stood right in front of me. I held the microphone out and I spoke to God.
And what is your religion?
Ferrari. No, he doesn't even drive for Ferrari anymore, but that's different. But all I can say is those people now who come on TV and like, I was touched by God, I can literally say I was, because I shook his hand too. So for those of you who missed it on Monday, let's first of all listen to my chat with God himself, Michael Schumacher. Michael, how has the reception of the Australian fans been on your return this time?
Very good. Very relaxed and, respectful. So it was quite nice. Been here for more than a week of holiday. I've met lots of Australian people in very nice situations, and has been. You feel welcome. That's great.
Did you and Karina enjoy Lady Gaga the other night?
It was interesting.
I had to ask about Lady Gaga.
Ben, you sounded very calm for who he is.
I know. You should have seen
You sounded almost like, oh, do I have to be here?
God, what do you want?
God, Ben. God, what do you want? But I think you were trying too hard not to be like overwhelmed by his presence.
I'm a serious journalist, Anthony. You know, I mean, here I am, Michael. How are you today?
Michael, how are you? How did you and Karina find Lady Gags?
Well. I might.
But he had a yuckle, and you made him yuckle.
No, look, that's different, isn't it? Now, I may not hold the same high esteem for the reigning world champion Jensen Button, but let's hear my chat.
Oh, I do.
I know you do. 2 chats I had with him. First of all, before the race itself on the Friday, this is what Jensen had to say to my good self. A lot of people have been talking about the setting sun on the twilight race. If it's overcast, do you think that will be a bit better for the drivers, given that there'll be hopefully no problem with the sun then?
Yes, I hope that's the case. I just don't want it raining, so I'd rather the sun blinding us than the rain here. And rain and sun would be even worse. But yeah, it is a little bit tricky, and last year a few people complained about the light, and I was one of them. There are a few things that we can do with our helmet manufacturers to help with the visors, which I have done. So I'm much happier with what I have. But it's always a little bit tricky, and when it's a twilight race. But we'll deal with it, and I would prefer it to be dry, sunny. If it's not, overcast. But no, rain wouldn't be so good, but if it is, we'll make the best of it.
And 10 years ago, you actually made your debut here in Australia. How has the Australian public changed over time? Now that you're world champion too, has it been fantastic reception being back here in Melbourne?
It has, yeah. The Australian fans are big supporters of any sport. But Formula One also, and I think having Mark Webber racing, it's great for the Australians, and I think it's great for Formula One because it brings a lot of new fans from Australia to the sport. So it's, I think we've all had a great reception here, and I think it's a pretty special race in the centre of Melbourne. Very spectacular, and obviously it's a beautiful race as well, and it's a great way to start off the year. I know we're one race in, but still it's the start of the season.
It is, Jensen. I'm talking over myself now, and I did get to chat to him again. You want to hear one more?
Yeah, do it again.
I know you do. The press conference after the race on Sunday, this is what the winning driver, Jensen Button, had to say to me.
Jensen, do you think that with a lot of talk over the last couple of days about changing the rules because of Bahrain, that this is the race that might put some of the very weird suggestions to rest for a while?
I don't think there's any getting away from the fact that we all had thoughts, and we probably all thought that the last race was not the most exciting, and what we're going to do about it now. But I'm glad that we haven't really jumped to too many conclusions or ideas, because I think this race was a great race. You know, I had a lot of fun. Obviously, when you win the race, you have more fun than any other position. But you know, overtaking cars on the circuit and watching on the screens a lot of action going on is great. I hope it's not just because of the weather conditions. I hope that we can have races like this because this is what we love. And you know, hopefully these sort of races are here to stay. You are going to have races that aren't the most exhilarating experience for us, but that's the way it is. You know, it's you know, not every football match is fun to watch, so it's got to be a bit of a balance, I think. One thing that was pretty tricky in this race was the light. I had a clear visor at the end of the race, and I was struggling to see in the last few laps. So it seemed a lot darker than last year. I suppose it's because there was no sunlight, it was all behind clouds, so that might be something we need to look at a little bit.
Yes, Jensen Button, we might. That was Jensen Button talking to me at the Australian Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago. For those who missed it on the F1 show on Monday, still brings back some great memories for me, and considering that this coming weekend I'll actually be heading to Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix, sadly without media accreditation, but had to give a little bit of a Formula One flavour to you, at least in this episode.
We've got the one, the only Mr. Justin Green team himself from the Amazing Race. Well, 50% of the Green team.
Yes, my better half, the MVP of the Green team, she's actually going to be on Antiques Roadshow this weekend. So she came weird timing, but
priorities. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah,
why aren't you on it with her?
She's going with her dad. It's something from their family history, so it feels more like that. And plus, we made a commitment to come here. We raised some money, so I'm representing the Green team, and I wanted to see what this event was all about.
And this is, I mean, it's my first time here as well. I mean, you've been here for an hour or so now. I mean, what's your initial impressions of Reality for Diabetes?
Reality for Diabetes, it's cool, laid back. It's very homey. You feel like a house type of, like a family party, rather than like some corporate event, which I really like. It's something different because a lot of these events feel kind of corporate and set up. This feels more like a family reunion, like somebody at home is making it, like a big party. So I like that feel.
And you're the only Amazing Racer here, right?
Yeah, there's one more.
Oh, okay.
We have from season 26. Jordan is here.
Okay, you might have to point that out because it's funny because like, right? Oh, okay, there you go.
The white shirt.
That works.
There he goes.
There he is. It's kind of like between the Big Brother and the Amazing Racers. I'm like, I don't know who you guys are. Funny story though. I think we've talked about it before. Justin, you and Diana came up to me last year at Reality Rally. You're like, dude, we listened to your show, and I'm like, that's not me, that's Colin. But I kind of created the show, so I'll take it. But,
well, we knew Survivor Oz, and we recognized the accent, so it's kind of tough. I mean, for us silly Americans to separate.
Well, it's kind of like somebody came up to me before. I was like, "Are you Ben?" And I'm like, "Oh, I thought I recognised you." I'm like, "You recognise my voice.
Yes.
Like, you don't need to see this face; it's the voice." So you walking around with your cards prepared. Did you get Diana to like sign half of them before? Or?
I do have some that she has signed.
They're in there somewhere.
In the car. Actually, I didn't get those. So I'm an idiot.
Good reminder. See.
But thanks for the reminder. Yes.
And are you going to be playing volleyball as well?
I play anything they want me to compete at. I compete at anything.
And,
just know I hate losing, and I'm not going to let you win. So if you're competing against me, you're going to earn a victory if you beat me.
I think we talked about that in our interview. It's like up against like the Survivor guys, the Big Brother guys. It's just going to be like competitive central, basically.
Yeah, there's two amazing races here, and we got to represent. You know, the only time an Amazing Racer ever won on Survivor, they won. So, you know, Amazing Racer's got a lot to prove.
They also were the first boot.
Right? Depends how you look at
glass it. Glass half full, glass half empty. That's like that perfect scenario.
Everybody remembers the winner.
Yeah, well, exactly. Natalie, of course. So it's great to do this in person, mate. I don't think we actually got to do one of these last year at Reality Rally.
No,
so
I'm really excited. I'm glad to meet you. Thank you for being a fan.
It is a
people
pleasure.
Like you that make it like real for people like us.
And it's people like you that make people like me come to these events. So
there you go.
It's full circle, people.
So why don't you donate to a good charity?
JDRF, donate and come to Reality for Diabetes. It's an amazing event.
Come on.
We've found another Survivor contestant, Mr. Joel Klug from Season 1 Borneo, the king of all seasons. How are you? How are you, Joel?
It was the first one.
It was.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. This has been a pretty good event. There's been some drinking.
Yes.
There's been some shenanigans.
Yes.
We've been reprimanded. We've been told not to do things. We've been told not don't go on that. Don't break that. That'll break. But the people have been very nice.
That's good.
The weather's been fabulous.
It has. Yes, it has been.
Good with it.
Very warm. It's just like home.
Some very attractive ladies here.
Yes.
My lovely fiance's here though as well, so I gotta throw that in there. She's very bashful.
Very fresh. 2 days ago.
I'm very happy to say hello to Tasmania.
Yes.
A lovely place that I probably will never ever set feet in.
Well, you will because I'm there.
Well, you're American now.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll
You
take
didn't know
it.
that, but he has denied his citizenship of Australia and applied for refugee status in the United States.
Hang on. I know who's your president now. Doesn't he hate those guys even
Correct.
more? Yeah.
We fucking don't want any of you refugees around here. Not a one of you.
Yeah, pretty much. What is it about reality for diabetes that brings you here, Joel?
What brought me here is Tasha, honestly. I mean, it's great to raise money for things, but, I've known Tasha for so long, and she calls. Mitchell also was a big reason why I'm here, but Mitchell is not here. He was in the hospital. So Tasha and Mitchell is what brought me.
Right. But so I mean, 50% of them are here, so that's
Right.
you know.
There is that part. So 50% is better than no.
Well, that's very true.
You
And of
can't
course,
get shit past you Australians.
well, exactly.
Brilliant.
And Jenna Lewis was meant to be here too, but she also.
She had some housing stuff go on. Well, not housing. She's a real estate person, so that's what she did. But that was right. Jenna was supposed to be here. She canceled at the last minute because of some, business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell was supposed to be here. He decided to smash his face into the floor, so he's not here. Who else is here? Sandra. Did
Yeah.
you talk to Sandra?
Oh, absolutely.
This would be a good time to cut into Sandra's interview now.
Yeah. Wasn't that good? Wasn't that a great interview?
That was perfect.
This guy should be my director, basically. I mean, you got to play some volleyball though tonight. I mean, you've been bowling, you've been up on ropes courses, and now you're going to be doing volleyball.
I have properly shown my prowess in bowling,
you
in
have.
the ropes course, and now I must put on an exhibition for all of you lay people in the sport of volleyball.
Yeah.
So that's coming next.
All right. Well, we're going to watch this out. The newly engaged Joel Klug. Just he's off the market, ladies. Sorry.
Right.
But
all 2 or 3 people will give a shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only fans I have are either 95 or 5.
Right. Well,
there's not a lot of in between.
At least 95-year-olds are legal.
Right. They shouldn't be.
There should be the opposite end of that spectrum, perhaps.
Right. It should be illegal to have sex with a 95-year-old unless you're over 75.
True.
The legal age for 95-year-olds is now 75.
Okay.
Right.
He's a director and he's creating laws.
And I'm creating laws.
And refugees.
It is all getting done.
Joel is the new president of the USA. Done. So on the Saturday at Reality for Diabetes, what happens is you go for a bit of a walk. We are here at Kings Island, and as you can see, there are plenty of people around us going on this walk. We're all in teams, and we've got the shirt rolling on right now. So what I'm going to try and do, I guess, as we walk along here, I'm going to grab some people to chat to. I'll come back to... I need to get some Big Brother people.
Hey,
we start with the best. It's Billy.
Oh, hey, once again, the herpes of Survivor.
I'm sorry, hold on. Did you say the best? I'm sorry.
Of Survivor. Of Survivor.
My bad.
I haven't got to the Amazing Race yet.
That's okay. He's best.
Now, we spoke to you yesterday about this, but I mean, this is a highlight of the weekend, isn't it? Walking along with all these people and...
Yeah, we're migrating officially from one end of the park to the other.
Yes. I feel like we're in Jurassic Park. Have we just been let out of our cages, or?
Yeah. Or we're like a flock of birds, but with humans.
Yeah. Well, hey, I like that.
All migrating south for the winter.
These slides look really tempting. Are these part of the actual walk? Do we go through them, or?
Actually, that's probably the sewer system, so I wouldn't.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't know how it works here in Ohio.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move along here. We've got more reality stars. Justin, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going down? We're just
we're cruising through the park with a couple of our friends.
Catching up with all these guys on this reality walk this morning.
I like your multitasking, getting the walking, the interviewing. Yeah, I like it.
Gotta be able to do these. As a man, I can't really do more than one thing at once. But
wait,
not him.
Did you say a
not
man?
him.
A man?
not him. We tend to avoid him.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a beautiful day for this.
Red Sox suck. Shut up.
Technically, for the record, that was the shortest interview we've ever had.
Hey, I haven't even gotten to you yet.
And it's still the best one they've ever done.
Yeah, the shorter the better, Dan. The shorter the better.
That's right.
Did you expect there to be this many people? I didn't know.
The shorter the better. I'm sure
It's
you're used
crazy.
to hearing that your whole
Hey,
life.
hey, just keep walking. Just keep
The
walking.
good thing is that means everybody here has raised some money to help a great cause, so
Yeah.
that's the whole point of it.
Exactly.
Getting to hang out with some cool people is just a bonus. So.
Exactly.
And then we have Dan, so.
Yeah, well, you know, there's reality stars, and then there were people who were on a reality show. Dan falls into the ladder. You know, we saw what they did to him on Survivor. That's all right.
We saw what they did to him, or what he did to us.
I was trying to be nice there, really.
Okay. We
you
love
know.
Dan. You know, he's like the little brother that you're like, damn it. You know, he's family. We love him.
We just have to
we
put
don't
up with
claim
him.
but we love him.
Exactly.
But if anybody picked on him, we'd have his back.
Yeah.
After we laughed.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm going to go around and catch some more people, but
Get
thank you
some
for
survivors, the
chatting.
more
We
famous
will.
guys.
Well, we're going to get everybody here. We've got more people. Hang on. I'm just interrupting. Hello, Poppet. How are we doing? How are we enjoying the walk?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Fabulous?
Fabulous.
Yeah?
How are
It
you,
is?
buddy?
I put sunscreen on today.
We missed you last night.
Did you?
Came with us.
What did you guys end up doing? More White Castle or
Drinking.
No.
drinking beer?
It got a little bit raucous. We'll hope to see you tonight.
Well, look, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we roll. I don't know what's doing from 5 minutes to the next, so
Yeah, we don't know either.
that's the plan. All right, keep on walking, guys. All right, we're gonna move along here, Big Brother folk. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Hey!
What's cracking along?
Crack-a-lackin', shack-a-whackin'.
Now you on Big Brother Canada.
I did do Big Brother Canada.
You won Big Brother
Yeah.
Canada. Now
old Timmy was on Big Brother Canada.
he was. Now, what did he get? Like, whoa, Jesus! Everyone's jumping on board here. I feel like I'm just
Are you
gonna shoot down.
vlogging or is this Snapchat?
This is vlogging. This is for Tasha. This is for Australia. This is for the world.
I like your accent.
Thank you very much.
I like your face.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh wow, you were the only person who said they like my face. It's the accent that you say. Oh, I love your accent, but I like this guy. That's Canadian for you, right?
Canada.
Now, how are you guys enjoying the walk?
Thanks for
I love it. Such
Yeah?
a good cause. Good to be out, raising some money. We're having a lot of fun here today.
Is it your first time?
First time.
First
I'm a
time.
rookie, virgin.
Beautiful. Hey, I'm with you there. We're doing it too.
My man.
All right, enjoy it. We'll
Thank you,
catch up
baby.
later. All right, who else have we got here? Let's move down the line.
Thanks for coming.
I'm going to squeeze here. We've got Team Maddie Move in front of us here. That's interesting. Well, we're going to lose some people. Let's squeeze up here. Squeeze through some people. What's going on, guys?
Hey,
Say hello to the blog. Say hello to Tasha. Say everyone. Enjoying the walk?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're doing the walk right now.
Yeah?
Pretty tired, but we're loving it.
You're already tired? Wow. There's plenty of water slides and everything you guys can check out later. So we'll catch up later more. All right, we're going through. There's Rita. Oh no, Rita's talking. We'll get Rita after. Rita's busy. Okay. Justin's still dancing. He hasn't stopped dancing this whole time. But who else can we grab up here? A few more reality stars did arrive today that weren't here yesterday. So perhaps we can see, I know Jerry Manthey arrived today, as did Sugar. Getting blocked here on all angles. Spencer from Big Brother here. See if he wants to wave. Wave to the camera, Spencer, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? Just walking, trying to cure diabetes.
Well, you can get in the camera too, everyone can be in it. Are you enjoying the walk?
Oh, having a blast. It's a beautiful day here in Kings Island.
Are you getting burnt? I just need to put some sunscreen
no,
on.
I had
so
sunscreen, man. I'm no dummy.
You're prepared.
Yeah, I've walked around with some very pale white skin for a long time. I know how to protect it.
Well, as I keep saying, you think as an Australian I'd know what sunscreen is, but I just managed to grab some before.
You're sweating. You shouldn't even be like sweating at all.
Hey, you know, I'm fit. That's kind of the main thing. So that's where the sweat comes from.
All right.
We'll catch up later. Thanks,
right,
Spencer.
absolutely.
All right. There's Billy again. Billy's awesome. Gonna keep rolling through people. I'm gonna change hands for a second, as the arm often gets sore. Shall we chat to Dan? Shall we chat to Dan? I don't think Dan really wants to be chatted to, but oh shit, it's Dan Foley. How you doing?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Look, you know, I'm walking.
We're walking.
Yeah.
We're walking.
Yeah.
Yes, we're walking.
That's my running commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking.
Nice.
Did you have a big one last night?
You need to be way more specific than that, my friend. I could go in a lot of different directions and none of them are good.
Mind out of the gutter. In a nice way, did you have a big night last night?
I had a wonderful night last night.
Okay.
I get to hang out with this crazy Australian guy.
Oh, yeah?
This guy is out of... I don't know how they let him in the friggin' country. I gotta tell you.
I thought Trump was stamping down on illegals.
I thought he was.
Yeah. I don't know why he would
send him an email.
Well, I mean, a tweet maybe.
Yeah, that's right, a tweet.
Is that the only way to get in contact with the president now?
That's awesome.
I don't know.
Hashtag POTUS.
Hashtag sad. I don't know how that
Whatever.
works. Are you going to go on these rides later on? Or?
Are you out of your mind? Of course I am.
Oh, okay, right.
I'm not going to come to a roller coaster park and not ride the rides.
Well, look, I'm just checking. I don't know. I
Old in number and young at heart.
Well, okay, if you say so. All right, oh no, it's the animals, never mind.
That was not me.
I was going to accuse you of something there. All right, thanks, Dad. We're going to move along the line here. Find out who else we can get. Mike's over there, Big Mike. See if we can chat to Mo. We like Mo. Randy's there. Randy never wants to talk though. That's the problem. We can manage to sneak around this crew here. Look at that. There's the gap. There's the gap and there's Mo. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Not bad. I'm walking down the line, grabbing people, chatting to them, forcing the camera in front of their face so they have to talk to me.
That's awesome.
That's how we do it in Australia.
How's everybody doing in Australia? My name's Mo. Good to see you.
Mo is the man. Mo is awesome. No, we're going this way, are we? I don't know. Hi, Figgy. What's up? Hey, we'll grab her after. I'm getting burnt though, but I managed to put sunscreen on, so I actually listened to the Australian in me for once.
Are we going the right way?
I have no idea where we're going right now.
I don't know.
We were just kind of pointed and...
We're going this way?
Now we're stopped.
Like I said. We're in America, we're at Kings Island, we're having fun, JDRF.
We are. And we are not knowing what to do right now.
We're not knowing.
That's the moral of this story. Okay, well, this was a fun walk around. It kind of quickly died while people are sitting down. I'm not going to put this in Randy's face because Randy's not going to talk to her. You're going to say hello. At least say, oh, damn it. There was his kryptonite. Can we go Marcus and Figgy? Or are they going to hate me?
Yeah, hi.
What's going on, guys?
Cheers.
How you doing?
I have a headache.
Great. We're doing... Did you say you have a headache?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well, you got to drink more water.
I know. I didn't even drink it all last night. I'm just really tired, you know?
She was saying why she wants to go to New Zealand and not Australia.
Well,
why don't you guys convince her?
I've been before.
Should she come
Pre-jury
visit?
trip. I've had my fun.
All right. Well, Marcus, we didn't chat to you yesterday.
When am I going to get to go to?
Well, I don't know. I invite you on behalf of my government. I don't have that power, but apparently now I do. So
Sounds awful.
Why haven't you been to Australia?
Honestly, it's been challenging with work and school, but once I'm done, I would love to come visit.
Just quit. Who needs work?
Yeah.
And school. You know, I mean, what do you need that for?
I'll
really?
just swim there.
Yeah. I mean, look, it worked for me. You know, that's how I got here. Who needs to fly? So, enjoying the walk today?
It's a great walk. It's a great cause. We're pretty excited, and we love having some fans and some great people with us.
And two of your cast members, Randy and Sugar,
yeah, Randy
as well.
and Sugar here. Randy and I haven't seen each other since our other castmate Corinne's finale.
Wow.
So it's been fun to get together and show him my home right now here in Cincinnati. It's been
Fantastic.
cool. And we have Figgy here, and it's been
None of my cast's here, but what else
fun
is
to
new?
introduce her.
I just represent.
Yeah, you are the star.
I do what I can, you know?
Yeah.
33, where are you at?
Yes.
I'll be here. Doing
Guys,
everything by myself.
You're awesome. Thank you. And we'll no doubt chat at other points throughout this weekend.
Yeah.
Now, everybody is just chilling still. I don't actually know what the plan is. Seeing who else we can chat to at the moment. Mo's still chilling around. Mo's awesome. We heard from Roger before. Roger, I'm still filming. We're just doing a loop. We're chatting, we're chilling.
Yes, well, we're about a third of the way through the wall.
Only a third, okay.
Some of them are getting ready to ride a roller coaster, which I don't do. I'm 69. No. I've never ridden a roller coaster, and I don't think I'm going to start today.
Yeah, I'm not a roller coaster fan either.
Maybe in another 69 years I might think about it, but for now, today, I don't think so.
That is very good, positive outlook.
Yes.
I like it. All right, thanks, Roger.
Okay.
We'll see who else we can get. Is Rita available to say hello to the camera at least?
Yes, of course.
Hello.
Good morning. Here we are, I think, at like the quarter point.
Yeah, well,
like that, right?
I have no idea.
But we're making it. Slowly but surely, we're doing this walk. Caminando, caminando.
See, every time you just speak Spanish,
Say
it just
that,
excites me. Was it Caminando.
Caminando.
Nando.
Walking.
Walking.
Okay.
Caminando.
Once again, besitos.
There you go. All right, thanks,
Thank
Rita.
you. I love you. Mwah.
Good.
Love
We love you
Australia.
too,
Wait.
Rita.
Oh, oi, oi, oi.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Perfect. You're learning. I like that. Okay. This video's been going for a while. Who else are we going to grab here? Shall we grab the Queen? The Queen and Jerry. They're looking. I'm just like, what, are these guys about to do something? What are they actually doing?
They're taking a picture.
Oh, they're taking a picture. Okay. I was going to just like jump in there and shove a camera in their face, but so how crazy was last night?
You know, it wasn't too bad. We just stood by the fire for a little bit, and then we headed to bed.
Okay, what time was bed?
To be honest, I have no idea. I think maybe midnight.
Wow.
Something like that.
It wasn't too bad.
But we snuck off. We
Okay.
didn't even tell anybody we were leaving because we didn't want to get
Right.
crap. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard there was, I don't know what was going down, so I just got back.
Those Big Brother people are super crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas all the Survivor people are just nice and calm, because
Survivor people are just chill, and
Yep.
Big Brother people are like
Crazy.
ragers.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I feel like I'm going to sneak around here and just get a shot of all this.
Alright. And then look at Mo and...
I got it.
Okay. I'll be the next one. Alright, ready? 1, 2.
Fair warning, sir.
There we go.
Fair warning, sir.
All right. I'm going to grab. Joel's still there. What's up, Joel? I'm going to see if I can just grab. I'm going to get Jerry. We're going to do a separate one with Jerry later. I'm just doing a walk around, Jerry. Say hello first of all.
Hello, good day.
We're going to do a nice, longer, proper one. Do you need me? Okay, I'm going to cut this. We'll do one later on.
Good on ya.
Thanks at least for saying hello. I'm so excited to always be able to press this button.
It's that time of the week to play everybody's favorite game show. It's Forget the Lyrics here on the Brink on Edge Radio. Over to the studio.
You know, whenever I hear Forget the Lyrics, an angel gets its wings. That's just a true story that scientists have honestly always proven. We are going back to the year that was 2013, and this is actually a bit of an interesting Forget the Lyrics, because not only is it just me, but it's also one of our guests in the studio that we had at the time, a good friend of the show's Melina Sharp. Now, we don't often pull in guests to do Forget the Lyrics, as they often don't generally want to sing too much on air, as a lot of our co-hosts don't. I just force them into the contract. But this was our version of the Justin Bieber song Beauty and the Beat, and this was in regards to a bus strike that was, I think, happening at the time in Hobart. So it's very interesting, it's fun, there's some interesting noises, and Melina certainly does warm up to this segment. She did do another one, I believe, at another time, which we'll have to play to you at some stage across the coming weeks. But here it is, Melina Sharp and myself, Beauty and the Beat, Justin Bieber from 2013.
Yeah! Stupid bus strike! Buses are parking! Wanna go to work. Today I wanna go to work. On a bus, oh no. There's no buses for me to catch. Stupid metro. I need to walk to work now. I'm gonna lose some weight. I am very lazy. It is not my fate. I hate the bus strike. It's so stupid today. I can't catch the bus. Because all I want
is to catch the metro bus, 'cause I don't want to walk, 'cause I'm so lazy. But the best thing is I have the long weekend with my friends, no school and no work.
Are you down to dance, Melina?
Oh yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
She's actually breaking some moves right now.
Getting into the move, thinking no work, no school, long weekend.
Pulling the Gangnam.
Yeah.
I'll take. You want me to take this bit? I'll take this bit.
You go.
Walking down to work now. See my boss, yeah, he says to me, "You're late, you stupid smelly pea." Oh, no, no, I'm in trouble, I'm in the boss's office. He says to me, you're fired, you can go home now. I pick up a stapler and I throw it at his head. He falls to the ground, he is dead because I got angry at my boss cause I got fired cause the buses made me late. And now I'm unemployed, so I look in the paper for a job. And what do you know? There's a job for a bus driver. Oh, Melina, bring it home.
So I apply for the Metro job, cause I'm pretty sure I'll get it. Cause there's so many not happy bus drivers that I'm sure they'll tell the bus driver bosses to get stuffed. Yeah.
It's a rap break.
That's them swearing at the bosses. Cause all I want is another job.
I'm about to end it, but I think you should keep going. You keep. We've got 50 seconds. Bring it home.
I guess I'll get a bus job or drive a taxi. Cause there's plenty of taxi jobs going.
I don't even know what to say to that. I often am lost for words when it comes to playing those Forget the Lyrics, but right now, you heard it, you lived it, you loved it.
We are continuing on our interviews with all the people who are here at Reality for Diabetes, and I have found the one, the only Miss Sugar. She is just a last-minute addition, basically, was she not?
Last minute, last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks. Do you...
Raise my money in a day, though.
A day?
A day.
Wow. I won't say how long it took me to raise my money. That's just embarrassing. Do you still come to many events like this, or is this your first one in a while?
I have been getting my life straight, and I got married and had a baby, and now that she's a year and a half, she's starting to get a little bit older, I can take her, and this happened to work out randomly. I saw Tasha's post and I was like, oh, I wish I'd seen this sooner. I would have tried to come. And then she's like, let's do it. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, who do I know in Cincinnati? And I didn't realize my sister-in-law lives here.
Oh, wow.
So me and my baby flew out here, and my mother-in-law drove her from South Carolina. So they've got the baby. She's in great hands, and I can have fun with everybody.
Wow, fantastic. And like we've established already, I was talking to Marcus before, we've got a bit of a Gabon crew going on here with Marcus and Randy, and then obviously Heroes vs Villains crew with Sandra, Jerry and Randy as well. So
I know,
it's
right?
Well.
Yeah, I just saw that Marcus, I guess, lives here, and I really don't know Marcus very well. We never really spoke until this event, really. And then Randy and I get along just great. We love each other, actually. I don't know if he would say love. Maybe he would say it, but not in public, because he like
well, we tried to get him on here, but he just hid. So.
Oh no, he's drinking his drink.
Yeah.
He's having a drink.
Yeah. But I mean, it's incredible because basically Gillian Larson helped start our show, so I'm good friends with Gillian, and to meet kind of the Gabon crew, it's just like, and I really love your season, like your original season. It's like, it's one of those seasons I feel that not a lot of people give a lot of love to, but it's a really good season.
It's so weird. It's weird because we didn't have a beach, but I was just reading an article the other day about it, and they were like, it's overlooked because it wasn't so pretty, and we were all so filthy dirty that everybody was just brown, and then they had to add color to us, which is true. I was like, they gave us a lot of clothing, like cloth and like paint and stuff that season. I think it was just to dress us up.
Yeah, well, look, I think the cast was amazing. I think that often gets overlooked, and I mean, so many great people from your season have come back.
So many cartoon characters on Gabon.
Yeah, such
Everybody
a memorable.
was a character.
So good. Now, are you enjoying the event here? So obviously, you've been to the walk this morning. You're here tonight. We're going to have some dinner. You're just doing some autographs there. Having a blast with what you've experienced so far.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. Everybody's awesome. I love doing charity work. I'm so glad to be able to do it again. And this is for a great cause too. And I've never been out here. And people, I don't have have any animosity towards anybody. And so, like, if people keep expecting me and Sandra to have a problem or me and Randy to have a problem, we all, like, love each other because it's a family.
Yeah.
So, and you're part of the family, too.
Oh,
No, that's what the thing is about these events is, like, everybody, the huge fans and, like, we just mesh.
Yeah.
We party together.
Well, that's what I kind of find is that, I mean, I felt so lucky interviewing you guys over the years through my podcast, and then when I come to these events and meet you guys, I sort of have that moment where I'm like, hi, I'm Ben from Survivor Oz, do you remember me? And then 90% of the time people are like, yeah, I remember you. And
I you very distinctive voice.
I'd hope so. You know, I don't put this on for fun. Sometimes maybe.
Like Ace.
Yeah. Hey Ace. One thing I actually wanted to ask you is that you've obviously been catching up a lot on Survivor. So like you've mentioned with your husband, you've been watching a lot of the seasons, and it seems from your post that you've been really enjoying kind of catching up. How have you? How often are you watching this? Are you watching just like multiple episodes per night, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going through them pretty fast. I have a baby to raise and not a lot else right now because I can't audition because we don't have somebody to babysit.
Yeah.
What's the question? Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, because the last All-Star season was so good.
Yeah.
And before it even started, people were talking it up, and I was like, you know what? It's been 10 years. I'm over what happened.
Yeah.
Even if you guys don't know what happened, I know what happened. You know what happened. So anyway, I'm over it, and I started watching this season, and then I started watching from 20 on.
Yeah.
So now I'm at 31. I'm almost all caught up, and then I'm gonna go back to the first season and start watching because when I went on season 17, they sent me 6 seasons to watch. So I saw 6 awesome, like the best of seasons. I think China and like Borneo.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna watch it again.
And that must be such a unique perspective because I think I remember when I interviewed you, we had our 5 questions, like we asked like who's your favourite player and things like that. And I think from memory you were kind of like, well, I didn't really watch it too much.
Yeah.
So it must
I always say Rupert.
Yeah, well, a lot of people used to say Rupert.
My go-to.
Not
it's
many.
Like in Sunday school when every answer was Jesus.
Yeah, well, exactly. I got forced in one of those situations. I'm not religious. I'm just like, yeah, Jesus, he's cool, like whatever. And I guess like meeting, so like, are there people here that you've never seen their season? Like Jerry, like you played with Jerry, sort of. She was on your season at least.
I love Jerry.
But
Me and Jerry were friends before.
Oh, were you? Okay, wow.
I don't think I think I had a long time ago, but I've forgotten it, so I'm about to watch it again.
Wow. And that is like the king of Survivor seasons, and not just because it was filmed in Australia, but like that, to me that's the perfect cast. Everybody in that season is so memorable and remember like you
I remember that season seemed extra tough.
It was
and it wasn't rainy, but
42 days, the longest season, and
I didn't know that.
there was a lot to it that it was the #1 show in the world that year. It was like a Super Bowl lead-up program. I mean, that's when Survivor.
I mean, that's the Playboy. It was like, it was a different scene back then. I'm 17 and 20, old hat, and now there's the new school. There's the new class, like Survivor, Saved by the Bell, the new class, and then they're all kids, and we're like, back in ours.
I think we're like a season away from having the first person, a year away I should say, from being born after Survivor premiere.
Yeah, pretty much.
How scary is that? Like an 18-year-old.
I feel really old.
That's crazy. One question I need to ask you, you get asked this a lot, I probably asked you this when I interviewed you. I mean, that was like 5 years ago, sure, I can't even remember. Would you play
7 or 10.
Yeah, probably. Would you play a third time? Now that you're caught up, I guess.
I would have said no for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But now that I got my husband into it, he's getting me even more into it. And so, yes, of course.
That's a yes.
I don't think they'll ask me again, but if they did,
they'll watch this video. They'll watch this video, and Jeff and CBS are like, "Hey, we need Sugar on again." So, Sugar, it's a lot of fun being able to do this in person. I'm so happy to have met you.
Yay!
And I'm looking forward to the rest of this night, drinks and fun and
taco party.
Reality for Diabetes. Get to it next year. All right, I don't know if I need to introduce our next guest. I don't know if she remembers that she once called me her favourite ever Australian. Something that still sits as high up here as probably the greatest moment in my podcasting career. But it's Jerry Manthey, the legendary Jerry. Jerry, first of all, it is a pleasure to meet you in person. Absolute honour.
It's about time.
It is. It really is. It's been a long time coming, but you are here at Reality for Diabetes. What drew you to coming to Reality for Diabetes this year?
I've actually heard about this event for a while, and I've known Tasha for a very long time. She's been a super fan of Survivor for many years, and everywhere we'd go for our finale, she was always there. And I think one time she gave me a piggyback ride.
I think her profile picture at the moment is her giving Sarah, the most recent winner, a piggyback ride.
Yeah, it's her thing. It's her thing.
Okay, maybe I need to do something like that. I don't know. There seems to be a thing like that.
Yeah, so I figured I'd come and help her support her cause. And I mean, we all know diabetes is a big problem in America, and I don't know what it's like in Australia, but in America it's a big problem. So the more awareness we can draw to that cause, I think the better for all of us as reality people to be able to give back.
Yeah, for sure. And do you still find yourself coming to many of these events, or not as many as you used to go to?
I barely go to any anymore. I had to, focus on life and get a real job. So.
Yeah, what is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Real job?
I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I really don't know what that means. But so, I mean, obviously, it's what, 16 years, we want to say that, since Australian Outback, and here you still are. I mean, I think I said to you earlier today, probably the main draw card for me coming here was I saw your name on the list and I'm like, I'm going. I am 100% going to that event.
Little old me?
Yeah, just this person. I don't know. And it was funny because I was at the finale last week and people were saying like, oh, you're going to Reality for Diabetes, who are you excited to meet? And I'm like, when I see Jerry, I don't usually fanboy much over people anymore. I'm kind of used to meeting people. Like, I don't know what I'm going to be like when I see Jerry Manthe because, again, up here, like, I just have to totally give you that. I have to, look at that, bonding. So are you enjoying, obviously you got here, I think, very early this morning, did you not?
Oh my gosh, I haven't slept since...
Didn't even get a nap this afternoon?
I got an hour nap, yeah.
An hour,
yeah,
wow.
These are the things we do.
Yeah, you don't miss this life at all, do you?
It's you know what, it's not all fun and games, it's tough.
Yeah,
You know, it takes a lot of time out of your normal everyday schedule to fly a red eye and then go walk 4Ks at a roller coaster park.
But you got to go on a heap of rides though. You had fun, I feel, today on those rides.
I love roller coasters.
Yeah.
I absolutely love roller coasters, so, I powered through it.
You did. And now you signed autographs, we're going to have some tacos, you're drinking, what are we drinking?
Red Bull vodka.
Hey, that's my drink, good choice.
It's because the Red Bull gives me wings.
Sponsor plug if you're listening, Red Bull. Life for you at the moment, I think it's been a couple of years since we had you on the show, but you were married, I think, and you're now working, as you're saying, like normal life. Everything's going great. You're single?
I'm single.
Oh, whoops. We'll edit around that. So the marriage with Coach didn't work out. I think we worked out.
Coach.
I think we worked that out, that you and Coach got married about the same time. So we were kind of like, what happened there? We had Tina Wesson on not too long ago, and Tina, I think, recently got married, and then Colby apparently recently got married. So we put two and two together, and we're like, hang on a minute, Colby and Tina, have you heard rumors about this?
No! Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to call both of them when I get home.
Do you think that would work? Do you think Colby and Tina?
Oh, hell no.
No,
but if they both got married separately, I'm like, this is news to me.
She's lost for words. We were lost for words. Seriously. Jerry, it's such a pleasure to be able to do this in person. So good. I'm going to have to share a Red Bull and vodka with you at night. We're going to have a drink tonight because it's going to be a fun night. But thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be able to do this in person.
It's so great to meet you, finally, after all these years.
Thank you.
The voice, that's all I've had is the voice.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Now I have a face.
Yeah, you don't need this face. You just need the voice.
I love the piercing.
Oh, thank you. I did it for you. Seriously, man. Joking. Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, it's time to close episode 28 of The Brink done. We're actually only a day later than we generally were meant to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit later than that, but when you get some free time, you're going to sneak in a recording here and there. We will be back, of course, for episode 29. Now, in the coming days, going to be heading to Boston, to Montreal, then to Kansas, and to Atlanta, and we're going to try and fit in as much as we can in those days from a variety of different people, so stay tuned to that. As always, always, there may be some delays when it comes to posting these episodes up. It all will depend on just exactly when stuff gets recorded and when stuff can get fit in, so keep an eye out for that. The best way to keep an eye out for things, of course, is to go to Facebook, follow Brink Radio Show, and you will get all the updates you need there. We are on Twitter, of course, too. Subscribe to us via iTunes, and that is the best way to get those episodes direct to your device. Or if you don't use Apple products, Stitcher, we are available there as well. And remember, when you are there, you can rate us, you can subscribe, you can leave us feedback, and we appreciate all of the above. But if you also have any comments for us, questions, or anything else you want to add to us, you can send us messages on Facebook, and we'll happily oblige to respond to those, or at least ignore them if we don't like the comments. But thank you to everybody who joined us on this show. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back to you next week, as I said, from a variety of different locations. Until then, direct from Pittsburgh, keep sucking those oranges, Hobart, and good night.